no be you that tell me who. Nobody messing with my.
So once again, viewers, you're welcome to Awaken Your Creativity. And this session is the final session with Dr. OTUN Rasheed. And it's titled Pride Cometh Before a Fall. And also we're going to touch the aspect of art and spirituality. So I hope I'll be able to extract in very few minutes, all these very important ideas and opinions from Dr. OTUN Rasheed. So welcome again, Dr. OTUN Rasheed.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, at this stage, we've heard of pride cometh before a fall. And in this context, do you think that creativity can be withdrawn? Of course, we have seen stars, very famous stars, falling. Do you think creativity can be withdrawn?
Well, I think what lasts forever is the glory of God. Nothing lasts forever. Even human existence is not forever. But one good, great thing that God has done for the creative artists is that the artist may die, the work of the artist live forever. So forever people will talk of Shakespeare, people will talk of Shoyinka, people will talk of Olarotimi, people will talk of the gods are not to blame. And so forever people will talk of some of the things you are doing today, some of the creative works that you have created even after you have gone. So the artist never dies, and so it continues forever. So that is first I want to say. Like I've said, there is a difference between understanding the concept of self-worth and the concept of pomposity. So, but we can say that nothing lasts forever. Creativity, just like human being, we get to a certain age, like Albert Camus tried to show in the myth of Sisyphus, there is a continuous existence. And the human life starts and ends where it starts. When we are born, we are stationed in the same place. We get to a point we start to crawl. At a point we start to take a step. And at a point we start to rise fully and walk and jump and run to anywhere we want to. And the circle starts closing again. A point will come, we cannot run and jog the way we used to run and walk. Then a point will come, we start to bend. A point will come, we start to take our leg. If we continue to grow, a point will come that we'll be crawling again, the way we crawled when we were baby. And a point will come when we cannot even move and so on, and the circle completes. So that is the way I see it.
If no be you, then tell me who. Nobody messing with my moves.
Thank you for that very explicit answer. But in this context, it's always very good to give a word of advice. You have a word for those who feel they have arrived and stardom drunk. When you say stardom drunk, it happens. And they start to misapply this or take sometimes their creativity for granted. You never take things for granted. But when you start to take that, and sometimes, some people feel that creativity is a gift. Since it's a gift, it's always in them. Do you have a word for such people also?
Well, to those who believe that they have arrived at where? The destination. A person who considers that he has arrived means that he is not having any foresight, he's not having any, that person, it means the creativity, that person is concluding that the creativity has reached its peak and therefore it cannot advance again. Anybody that believes that he has reached the end of his creativity has lost hope. So arrived at where? That is first point that we must say. So to say that the person has arrived, a person has achieved certain level, and I've said it, to get to the top is difficult, to maintain the top is the hardest. when a person gets to the top, you need to continue to refine and learn and broaden and expand your post. Somebody started and get what we call Facebook today, but that person has not said that he has arrived. He is tending the frontier of Facebook to Instagram to other social media, and that person is still continuing to evolve and develop. So to say that one has arrived is to limit oneself and to condition oneself into stagnation. So, and that is a very bad thing. An artist must, in fact, scholars are knowledgeable people are very humble people, because these are people who crave for knowledge. And when you consider yourself that you have arrived, it means you are going to limit yourself, you are going to limit your exposure to knowledge. And so a person who is knowledgeable will know that learning is a continuous thing in life, and that you continue to evolve and learn. So it is wrong to be pompous, but also it is right to understand the concept of self-worth and continue to refine oneself.
And all this you can only achieve in humility. That's very humble people.
Very important, because
more importantly, it is clear from your answer that creativity can be withdrawn.
Let me quickly add to it, because like we've said, first, it's just like the art of writing. People say, art of writing, is it inborn? Is it something that you learn? Just like people say creativity is inborn. Of course, people can be naturally gifted, but there is also the need for learning in order to refine that gift, in order to get that gift to a point where it becomes a product that the whole world wants to tap from. So creativity can be inborn, and it can also be something that is cultivated, but it can be refined with the right mindset and the humility to learn.
I'll take you on this last question. I've spoken a lot, I've interviewed others, and we've discussed the issue of art and spirituality. Given your Muslim background and belief and beliefs, how do you relate art and spirituality? What is it all about?
In my undergraduate days, I wrote a poem titled "Torn Between," and that was the point where I started reflecting about creativity and spirituality, and I started deciding the point where they both meet, the point where they part. In the theater, we say theater and religion are first cousins, but not on talking terms. But where they can also have a point where they relate. However, I consider myself a Godist. That is what I call myself, a believer in God, someone who acknowledges God. I'm not a religionist. The religionists are Muslim, Christians, and those people who believe in religion. I am one person who consider myself a Godist. I believe in God, and I embrace every belief that believe in God and everybody that acknowledges the existence of God. But I'm not a religionist.
Nobody messing with my boo. If no be you, then tell me who.
That says that, and it is the art that helped me to understand this. And I begin to see the art shedding light on our spirituality, because through the art you begin to reflect about life. The art make you look at human beings, that human beings are created in different colors, they are created in different areas, they are created in different weathers, and so this different creation, however, human being has similar dreams, similar aspirations, similar thought process, and therefore, of course, people start to define what is right, what is wrong. There is a general statement I tell my students in class that nothing is either good or bad. Thinking make it so. It is human thinking that determines what is good and what is bad. Of course, also by nature, naturally, human beings know that these are bad, these are wrong. And one thing religion has done is to come with tenets and principles that must be followed. The problem I have with religion is the idea of absolute knowledge of truth, that if it is not from this perspective that my religion sees it, every other perspective is false. And this is where fanaticism and radicalism come into play. I believe that God created this world and He has a reason for creating people in different colors from different parts of the world, and it is natural for us to appreciate Him from different perspectives. And therefore, for a group to say that they have absolute knowledge of what God is and what God wants, and every other group is false and wrong, then this is where, for me, I think fanaticism and the challenges come. So for me, spirituality means understanding yourself, understanding your relationship with your inner self, understanding your relationship with fellow human beings, and acknowledging the existence of the supreme force, which is the supreme being, which is the God Almighty.
Thank you very, very much. You've said it all. You've said it all. And and also concluding with the understanding that a lot of people need to look inwards and have a clear understanding with themselves, that is with yourself.
Very important. And
relationship with fellow human beings, and also with the Almighty Father. At this stage, at this juncture, I say many thanks for all the various sessions. You've had the patience, I know you have very tight schedule at the University, Kentucky. Once again, I say thank you, Dr. Otun Rasheed.
Thank you.
Dr. Otun Rasheed, to awaken your creativity.
Thank you very much for bringing me here. Thank you very much for making us to tap onto that creativity that is sleeping and to wake it up again so that we can continue to be creatively productive.
Yeah. Thank you very much. You have been able to at least wipe off these erroneous views and assumptions of what creativity is. Some believe that art is reserved for some people. Art is not for everyone. Some claim they do not have art or creativity in them. But from your discussion so far or interview, it is clear that this erroneous view will definitely be wiped off their memories. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It is my pleasure, and I'm happy to see your face again. I'm happy.
The lockdown had made it really possible for us to see after a very long
See what savage on this one, whiskey, do you want mama? Make it
Nigerians are very intelligent, brilliant people. Unfortunately, the system that we have in Nigeria presently is not giving the youth the appropriate channels and opportunity to be able to have a vast knowledge, and you are not given the chance to use it for that positive productivity. There is bound to be some of the things that we see today, and which is why I buy to the idea of revolution now, which I know at one point in time the country must sit down and
like I stated earlier, I have the Nigerian flag here with me. And,
Nigerian symbol is here with me always as well. And we continue to represent this country. We believe that the people that are doing great ambassadors of this country, they are far more than the people who bring negative thoughts to this country. And that is why I thank you for doing this, for making our youth know that they can invest their energy in productive creativity that will continue to better the image of our country. Thank you very much for this, and we hope that the youth take from some of the things that you are saying here, and they contribute their quota to the country.
Thank you very much. Like my husband always says, he says that the internet is the ultimate library. You either use it to build up your being, or you use it to destroy yourself. So the choice is always, there for everyone to make. So I believe the internet can be of great benefit. So I go straight by introducing Dr. Rasheed Ismaila OTUN, who is professionally known as OTUN Rasheed. One aspect is he's also popularly called Dr. Right, because in the African language, Nigerian language, that is in Yoruba, Dr. OTUN stands actually for right. So he is known as Dr. Right. He lectures at the University Department of Creative Art at the University of Lagos and Nigeria. He specializes in dramaturgy, playwriting, traditional and contemporary African drama. Dr. Rasheed was a visiting scholar at the Department of Theater and Film Studies, University of Georgia, Athens, in the US, 2013. Postdoctoral research at the Department of Theater Arts, University of Louisville, Kentucky, US. Selected for Andrew Mellon Fellowship, sponsor annual summer program at the School of Theater and Performance. He also was a performance research at Harvard University. Dr. Rasheed has written, published, and directed several plays, and have some of his stage plays now in film made by Nollywood, the Nigerian popular film industry. His research interest focuses on comparative dramaturgy of violence in stage play, movies, cartoons, and video games. Rasheed is currently at the Department of Comparative Humanities, University of Louisville, Kentucky, and the US. Thank you very, very, very much.
If no be you, then tell me who. Nobody messing with my boo. If no be you, then tell me who. Nobody messing with my boo.
done.